Hello, everyone. Last time that I did a segment, it was very funny. Everyone laughed about it. Everyone thought it was, amusing. But today, I'm here to bring you something more serious. Something that I'm not sure some of you are prepared for. But unfortunately, it may have to be something you have to see anyway. The images I'm about to show you are dangerous, questionable, and may in fact threaten your life. But if you're ready,
Here we go.
and let's go in to SCP Dolly or SCP-D4113.
How did you computer? You're telling us it's dangerous.
I just appreciate being prepared for it in advance. We've seen a lot of really messed up things being generated by Dolly. The difference, you might ask yourself, what's different than these ones were made to be upsetting. So,
These images may shock you. They may horrify you. They may disturb you.
What about aroused?
Hopefully not. Viewer discretion is advised.
Please report to the decontamination chamber.
all right, you ready for our first one?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I hope the
Okay.
chat's ready.
All right,
I'm
here we go.
bracing myself.
What the Christ?
Oh god.
Furby in an abandoned building caught on camera. Flashlight urbex.
No, I totally missed the meta that is Urbex, and I'm glad it's here. Even if
What does that mean? What is urbex?
It's
Urban
exploration.
Okay, yeah.
I did want to really quickly do a shout out to my best friend who is unfortunately, I don't think, watching this because they're sick, but they came up with a lot of these kind of keywords like caught on camera, flashlight, urbex, abandoned building, and that's part of what really inspired me to do a whole segment on this sort of thing. So just wanted to, give credit where credit is due. But yes.
shout out to Dr. Redacted.
Yes, Dr. Redacted.
You can
Dr.
see.
Redact.
So, for a later segment, it'll become obvious why I'm familiar with Furby already. But getting it to generate Furby without generating just a big Furby right in your face is really impressive.
Oh yeah. I'm very proud of the bottom one that's just sort of hovering, sort of haunting.
Uh-huh.
Just don't turn off the light; it'll move.
The top left one, leftmost one, it's breaking out of its containment chamber. It looks like the elephant foot, but it's revealing a Furby.
This is footage of what was left after Chernobyl erupted. It fried the camera after this photo was taken.
Bottom center is somebody's last photo.
Yeah.
The camera was discovered and they picked it up and that was just the last thing.
Every other image in the roll was burned, but that one was the one that survived.
You can see the singe on the right hand side a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the person who developed the film turns around in the dark room, because obviously they're in a dark room. Where else would they be? And they turn on the light, and it's just just a Furby.
Bottom right
Furby
is
wants to know
Furby
your location.
face down on the floor, and it just its head turns upward.
God, yeah. We
Hello.
love you.
Oh god.
It's hey, little guy, your head doesn't articulate that way.
You just
I
reinvented
wasn't aware you
Tattletale?
had a neck to defy.
Ooh, Lily Waku.
Don't play it backwards.
I see you.
All right, let's head on to the next image.
All right.
The next cognito hazard in our collection.
Trail cam.
He left the street, and it's just been a hard time. PETA said, hey, you need to release Big Bird. You can't keep him on Sesame Street. He needs to be back in the wild. And it's been rough. It's been real rough.
God.
I really liked the gritty texture that it helped me out with here.
Big Bird has not been the same since the shuttle.
Big
He
Bird
lost an eye somewhere.
Big Bird has not been the same since Elmo was lost.
He looks like he escaped. He looks like he escaped some sort of experiment where they grafted his body onto the body of another creature.
A centaur Big Bird?
Yeah,
exactly.
Like
yes. It's like
You
a
know,
horse
like-
or a cowback or something.
You know how in Five Nights at Freddy's, it's like a bunch of like derelict animatronics that haven't been used in like 20 years, and they're kind of nasty looking. This is like that, but with a Big Bird costume.
Right.
Oh, you
It's just caked in dust.
you thought it was like that part to the right was his body. I thought it was like a tent. Like they just stumbled upon him in the woods, and here he is with his tent.
I can't remember Big Bird's voice, but
The
this
image
is
appears to be-
influencing me.
Are you adjusting the image?
I was trying to, but I'm not worried
Okay.
about it anymore.
No big deal. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like doing it automatically, like the image is possessed.
Yeah, I guess I
Oh,
could have
no,
just
wait, it
lied.
is.
I could have just
Yeah.
lied.
I'm
Red, are
not
you
doing that.
haunting
What the
us?
fuck's going on with the image?
Oh no.
Alright, I think we can move on to the next one.
All right. Oh no.
Good. Oh, the flesh tones come through in 4K
This
so
is
well.
deeply problematic.
Oh, I don't like this. This
The lips
is
though, kissable.
not an image. Oh man, I'm terrified of the teeth behind those lips, actually. I don't want to know more.
I'm so happy it had him facing forward though, like directly at the camera. So happy about that.
Not to break kayfabe, but I just want to say that if anyone ever made a Doomwad where you go around the ship shooting other crewmates, I want this to be Doom Guy's face in the HUD.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like the Cacodemon is this form.
It's finally gonna happen. This is gonna be the thing that makes me get into Doom modding.
Oh my god.
I've been inspired.
I may not be able to draw, but perhaps Doom modding.
But he said inspiration had to be good.
Frankly, some of the greatest minds in history have been predisposed towards madness.
Well,
So, to go back to two subjects, the first one being my friend, one of these is actually my friend made it, so that is what the next one is. And also, you guys were saying, like, what if they did, like, a Where Are They Now with McDonald's characters?
right.
Mhm.
So,
No.
let's head on to the next image.
Okay.
Oh, good. Well, looks like he's right outside your house.
Oh god, the fact that so many of these look like they're directly from CCTV footage,
It's very upsetting.
there are such innocuous images, but they're shot like they're out of a fisheye closed captioning lens.
Center right, that angle is disgustingly Dutch.
Grimace looks like he's about to fall out of frame.
I do appreciate how, like, it can't decide how many eyes Grimace actually has, and they're kind of.
Does anyone know? Don't
Have you
look it up.
checked?
Don't look it up. Tell me how many eyes Grimace has.
The moment you do say how many eyes he has, he steals one, and
Okay.
then you run out of eyes.
What, is it like a fucking Rumpelstiltskin situation? You can't tell him your name or he'll steal it?
Yeah.
Grimace
like-
on his last day of work on the McDonald's movie sets just stole all of the crew's eyes, giving into it.
If you showed me the image that's either the one directly in the middle or the one top right, out of context, you didn't tell me anything about it, you just showed me the picture. First off, I wouldn't know it was AI generated, and second, I'd say, fuck.
Which con was this taken at?
Oh wait, did you get images from the new "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared"? I can't believe we got videos so soon.
They're gonna have to up their game now.
Leaked footage.
I mean, it does have like a cam thing, like somebody was in a theater.
Frankly, you know what? Adding Spooky Grimace to Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared would be the greatest way to get that sponsorship money.
Yeah?
I can't imagine McDonald's is like, man, you know what would really buff up our brand if Grimace was playing around with some raw organ meat and singing a song.
All I'm
Okay,
saying,
well,
all I'm saying is if copyright law made sense in this country, the fact that McDonald's has abandoned Grimace would let everyone else use it for good purposes.
Yeah, forget Winnie the Pooh. Let's fucking unlock this.
I know y'all don't have the vision to see the McDonald's ad campaign, but I want you to imagine this boardroom pitch instead. You know what's hot with the kids right now? Fucked up old mascots.
Yeah, like some old, like, some advertising executive is like, God, we can't predict what these Zoomers are gonna be into. We have to go full absurdist. Listen, we have to take one of the old mascots and we have to make him eat someone's kidney.
Look,
Wait.
5 McNights at Freddy's is gonna be huge.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, we had Chex Quest. What if we got, like, just, you went to McDonald's, you got a Happy Meal, and then there was, like you said, a Five Nights at Freddy's knockoff, but
I
it
think y'all
was
are
with...
missing out on the fact that it's more horrifying because it's clear from the bottom right image that they are not haunting a McDonald's.
Yeah,
They're
Oh, it's a
haunting
Waffle House?
like a Waffle House, Huddle House, whatever your regional version is.
I mean, the
Nowhere
bottom
safe.
left, it's
I'm
a...
just
No, that's one arch. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I know my McDonald's.
No, that's a McDonald's, okay?
A McDonald's?
They stole it from McDonald's.
McDonald's singular.
Come to McDonald, we got the Whomper.
Oh my god.
I'm really just hung up on the Chex Quest thing. Like the concept of buying a Happy Meal. It comes with like a floppy disk with no label, and you pop it in, and it's like hello.exe, and you open it up, and it's just like Grimace's face crying bloody tears. There's like a bunch
Very
of
realistic
photos on
blood,
there.
please.
It infects your hard drive. Like, you wake up at 3 in the morning and your CD drive is popping out. The computer's on. You didn't leave it on, but it's on.
You never knew that you actually had an optical drive at all. It just showed up in the middle of the night.
It's like... It's playing a fucked up MIDI version of, like, one of the old slogans, like... Ba da 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 da... I'm loving it.
I'm loving
it. And then it makes your CD tray open.
Yeah. And there's a kidney in there. Just a raw kidney.
Oh, yeah.
You ready for
Oh,
our
you're like,
next
oh,
one?
thank you for the snack.
I think we're ready.
Oh, Christ.
No.
Oh.
No.
I do think this character shows up later, too.
I'm ready to hit next. This is horrifying.
I love top left. I like something about the motion, the composition. Like that's real
Top
art right
middle's
there.
legs are bending the wrong way, and that is like
Oof.
He's just
that is
he's
a
standing
horror
in
movie trope for me that works every time.
He's standing in turnout. He was just a dancer growing up. You know, that's just how his feet sit now, okay?
Digitrade Grinch.
What I really like, personally, is, like, a few of these came with, like, their own, like, highlighted red circles. Like, it knows that.
Trained on that.
I think that's very funny.
Sure, there's Grinches, but orbs.
Oh my god.
Just pondering my Grorb.
And there's just, like, a scrap of red fabric in the bottom one.
Oh, I thought it was like he morphed into a fire extinguisher, but you can't, you can still tell it's him because he like glows green. Like, you're not fooling anyone, buddy.
The fact that I can't tell where the Grinch is supposed to be in like half of them is...
Oh, he's in there. He's pictured in every one of those photos.
deeply unsettling, actually. Like,
His
you
shoes are in the middle one.
You want to know the secret?
God,
The
right.
secret is that in all the photos where you can't see him, he's actually behind the camera.
Yeah,
Aw,
he's behind
shit.
you.
I shouldn't be doing this stream from a dark room.
Oh yeah, the Grinch is gonna fucking get you. Also,
I'm
by
gonna-
the way,
I'm gonna turn the light on 1 second.
I just want to say I really resent like the new cartoon, like the 3D Grinch movie, because any time that you
That's your reason, is that it messed up the dolly training. Okay.
I couldn't get it to generate the Jim Carrey Grinch, no matter what I did. And also, while I was in the middle of, like, saying this sentence, my friend, the one I mentioned, sent me an image of a DALL-E prompt, Principal Skinner, steamed ham serving cat food.
Oh god.
That's just haunting me now in my other monitor.
Oh my god.
Look, you just had the devil down.
Okay, I think we're ready to move on to the next one now that Wobbly's returned.
Yes, we've hit a rhythm where I no longer think I'm ready for the next one. I now realize what I'm up against here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, he's making a best effort to hide in the bottom left.
He grabbed a few corn stalks and he's just holding them.
I mean, they've moved on. Clearly it worked.
Hey man, I'm corn.
Snoop Dogg looking for that ultimate high.
What I really like is
Outer
I feel
space
like
is pretty high.
I feel like this tells a story because in the top left there's no UFO and in the bottom right there's no Snoop Dogg. He got abducted.
So he thought he, like, tricked him, but then, like, it circles back around and they're like, we know you're not corn, dog!
Snoop Corn Dog.
Yeah, he's Snoop Dogg attempting to moonlight as
Hold
corn
on.
dog.
I need to open up Dolly, because I need to do Snoop Corn Dog so badly. 2 G's.
I really like center right, where it seems like he's taking, like, selfies with the UFO.
It feels like he's trying to, like, film a rap video, like, yo man, I saw this UFO in the field. I thought it would make a dope setting for my new video.
Yeah, the top right does look like he's trying to pose with the UFO in the background.
He didn't expect it to suck him up. Like, that was the last thing he thought it would do.
No, they were gonna leave him alone, but then, like, in the center panel, you see he made, like, a terrible Poggers face, and they're like, no, that's unacceptable.
Oh yeah.
This is why you don't let it be a diss track in front of the aliens.
In the center, it looks like you remember how you drew Bubsy, but he had like a cow snout. Snoop Dogg.
I remember.
with a
Yeah,
cow snout.
I remember being told that it looked like a cow. Yeah, I remember that.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah, I was really hoping I'd get an opportunity to relive that memory.
I'm sorry.
I hope whomever makes clips for you just highlights that one thing and just makes it its own clip. Just
No one will
30
ever
seconds
see that
clip.
again.
Please stop making author blues relive the psychological trauma of art criticism.
Just because I like making all artists put their best foot forward. It's no reason to roast off.
I can't believe I had to draw. Alright, I'm going on to the next one.
Yeah.
This is so specific, but it works.
I like that he's been Joker-fied in the very center one.
Oh god, it just... Oh god.
Batman, you want to see how I solved this cube?
You know, like, how, like, Hasbro and whatever, a bunch of toy companies are like, clearly we need to make movies on our board games, like Battleship, and, you know, which turned out great. And they're all like, what if we made a movie about the Rubik's Cube? And, like, we asked that fine young man, Nick Cage, to help us out.
You know, if
It's
we do
cube,
assume,
but it's Rubik's
if we do
Cube.
assume that these are in order as well as the last ones, it looks like he struggled to solve the Rubik's Cube, took it apart, and flushed it down the toilet.
You know what? I relate to this story a lot.
What other famous cube-based movies are out there that we can pull inspiration from? Hellraiser. Oh yeah, I didn't see that one.
It's Hellraiser, but instead of the lament configuration, it's just a fucking Rubik's Cube.
Cube 2 Hypercube?
This was actually an attempted prompt for a different game. You guys know the one. One of our later segments. I was trying to make something that was like vague and specific at the same time, but it just kept making like these incredibly accurate Nicolas Cages. I could not get it to make
Deeply
anything
unsettling ones, yeah.
Yeah, I could not make it do anything that wasn't immediately recognizable as Nicolas Cage.
I do like how Dolly, for some reason, just for whatever reason in his training data, will find certain people and just be like, yes, I can draw that. Like a hamburglar. I can do this perfectly. I know stripes, hat, I got them.
I need to set everybody at ease. I just did a Google search, and I can confirm for you that the people who make the Rubik's Cube are not the same people that make the Ouija board. There's no way that it could be satanic.
That's the test, right? If you make the Ouija
test.
board, you're satanic, and everyone else, they get to go to heaven.
Yeah. Like Dungeons & Dragons, not actually bad. Ouija board, bad for you, spiritually.
I'll see y'all in hell then.
I had no idea.
All right.
You ready for the next one?
I think we can go on to the next one.
All right, here we go. Of course he's back.
Oh, you know, it's just a regular trail cam footage, and that it turns on and off, you know, when there's motion. But at one point, Albert Wesker was just out in the woods walking towards the mansion. He's like,
The proximity! It's... like, I'm just... Imagine, if you will, for a moment, that you were making $11 an hour to be a night security guard at, like, a ranger station, and you look over at your bank of aging CRT monitors that haven't been replaced in forever for you know, poachers and, you know, your other trail cams, and there's just Albert Wesker staring deep into the camera. Like, they're not looking at the camera, you know that they're looking at you.
And then he disappears.
Yep.
Like, he doesn't walk off, he just disappears.
He just
Yeah,
phases out of existence.
You take 1 second to try to pick up the phone and he's gone.
It's like popping out of existence. Like, just like, pop, he's just gone. This is part of, like, I wanted to highlight that, like, trail cam is a really good, like, descriptor, but if you don't have a prompt that's strong enough, very often you'll just get, like, pictures of fucking deer. And so I tried doing this with Wesker, and it's just like 8 pictures of deer and then Wesker and nothing else.
I like the idea that this is a linear progression of time.
It's just wild to me that we got 1 solid picture of Wesker and 8 solid pictures of deer.
I know, like, the diversity on display here.
That top right deer is from Silent Hill, though.
the bottom one, middle one, does not have a head. It just seems to have tentacles, and that's it.
Oh, you know, that's
Wesker riding a deer in one of these, you know?
the left one, the head's on upside down.
That's normal. That's normal deer stuff, actually.
Oh yeah, that's
someone's
how deer look.
never hung around deer before, and it shows.
Look, if they would stop,
friends.
if they would stop running in front of my car at night, maybe their heads would be on right. Maybe think about that, dear.
So it's your
Oh, that's
fault.
dark.
What if you stopped driving through their house in the middle of the night? Maybe they would.
I am driving on the road. I was home in Michigan for 1 hour, and one of them ran in front of my car. You sons of bitches.
Alright, I'm going on to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, Mitchelgan? Do you mean Deerland? The place where
Elmo
deer
black
live.
and white found footage.
Oh, found footage is so good.
Top left Elmo is that was taken during the Great War.
I like how there's like a shadow of a person behind him in the middle one.
Yeah.
He's also jerking it in the bottom
Please,
left.
no, I'm begging you.
Oh my
He's
god.
jerking it, and he's got like it's like a
Ween
foot
count,
long.
number 2. Bing.
Listen, I've got to say it. Also, I think the middle right is probably the most harrowing.
It really is.
Look, Elmo may be cranking, this may be true, but is it respectfully? I ask you.
I mean, he's looking directly at us, so that's up to you.
Deeply unsettling.
I'm intimidated by this alpha move.
Oh my god. There are some real messed up Elmos in here. Bottom right is Elmo in a hazmat suit, which I just want you to ponder that one for a second.
Elmo at Chernobyl.
Well, you gotta teach the kids about radiation and,
People don't know what actually happened at Chernobyl. It was Elmo.
I think the idea they looked at the Chernobyl TV series and they're like, what if we did this for kids? Like, what if we rebooted this, but for the hot young kids?
Hey, did you know A stands for atomic radiation? Yay! B stands for biohazardous waste. Yay! C stands for Chernobyl. Yay! Yay!
Elmo wants to replace the coolant, but Elmo can't read!
Yay!
Top right is Elmo is attacking and someone just barely swung the camera around in time.
Dolly is going to, both versions are going to create a hot new world of cryptid photos. And I understand, this is the prompt for this, but I can't wait for news media to just fall for this kind of garbage.
Yeah.
Stand for Dyatlov Pass incident.
Oh, alright.
Watch this trick Elmo learned with the Demon Core!
Yay!
Alright, next one.
Drop the screwdriver.
Oh,
Elmo
God.
likes his Geiger counters beat. Let's sing a song. Click, click means you're gonna die. The
Oh my God, Red.
radiation is too high.
Oh.
All mutations your heart desires.
I don't even need
Creepy
a
and
blue
wet
flash.
Super Nintendo in an abandoned building caught on camera flash. We once again are seeing the resurgence of the red circle added on our behalf.
Oh, it's really good. I like how the red circle fucking missed. Just completely.
Where is the creepy and wet Super Nintendo? It's here. Wrong.
The important part you will notice is
This Battletoads cartridge.
I put this in specifically to cater to Author Blues.
Thank you. I appreciate you going for creepy and wet because those are mutually exclusive.
As everyone knows.
As everyone knows, things can only either be creepy or wet. They cannot be both.
Well, that's part of what makes it so dangerous. These are SCPs. They're anomalous.
Okay, alright.
I'm genuinely interested in seeing some real photographs of creepy retro electronics somehow.
It's a good SNES, sir.
Like make me distressed over a Sega Genesis somehow. I challenge you. Tweet at me later.
I mean, I can send you just a regular photo of an N-Gauge if that's your jam.
That top middle one, whatever the machine is, it's glowing, and that's enough to unsettle me, so.
Yeah. It looks kind of like a humidifier or like a food processor.
Super Nintendo defibrillation
It's-
machine.
It's a Super Nintendo, according to the prompt.
It's a Super Nintendo branded dehumidifier.
It also comes with a very nice LED light.
Only 300 of them were sold and immediately recalled for extremely hazardous conditions to the health.
It kind of looks like something you would see being sold in the second tweet in a viral Twitter thread where they're all like, "Hey, check out my SoundCloud. I'm selling this glowing defibrillator / dehumidifier that also casts stars on your ceiling."
This is our newest vibrator with the biggest suck ever.
Oh, God.
Super Nintendo D2.
I just remembered I gave my mom the link to the stream, and I
Yeah.
said, you can watch if you want to.
Hi, Mom.
Sorry.
How are you?
Sorry, Rose
I'm not.
Mom.
I live for this.
Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Before I
Yeah.
say anything else.
Gritty mascot in a dark alley behind a dumpster.
I love it.
Oh, he's ready to fuck you
For
up.
what
I'm
it's
sorry.
worth, this is not out of place for Gritty. This is normal
Yeah.
Gritty. This is Gritty on a good day.
This
These
is-
are
Gritty vanilla version.
the failed Gritty clones climbing out of the sewer.
Just a palette cleanser of normal, ordinary gritty photos.
Yeah, these all do like these photos all look like they're about to be used for the front cover of the world's most fire mixtape.
Sports Illustrated, gritty edition.
Have you guys ever seen the DePiglio video?
No.
No?
Nani?
You guys haven't seen DePiglio? I'll have to send that in the group chat later.
Okay.
Good.
For anyone who's in the know, I was just thinking about how DePiglio is like the Pokemon pre-evolution of Gritty.
Is that the
And
one
you'll
that has a
understand
spring?
that more when I send it to you.
Okay.
Oh, I am horrified by what I'm probably going to consume later.
All right,
There's-
let's go on to the next one.
There's some good ones in here though, for what it's worth.
Thank
Bughead
you.
Gritty in the top left is something.
I mean, Dolly has figured out Gritty.
It's figured out Gritty too much. I kept having to like dial it back.
Toe to tip, that is a Gritty. I mean,
Why is Dolly so good at making Muppets?
People keep making Muppet prompts.
maybe. Alright, here we go. Chain Chomp Ghost caught on camera.
Oh man, the bottom right one
Oh
is
my god.
is
these are
haunting.
harrowing. Holy
These
crap.
are sick in like a good way.
Yeah. Like, get Nintendo on the phone here.
Yeah.
This
I
is,
want this spin-off game.
Yeah, this is the PS5 version of Luigi's Mansion.
Bottom center is absolutely immaculate.
It's even got like a string of drool.
I genuinely think most of these have some real merit. Like, the only one that I'm like, I don't know if I really care all that much about it is the top middle one. All of the rest of them, bang on idea for a ghostly chain chomp.
Top middle looks a little like an automaton.
Okay, I see it now.
Yeah, the middle left one kind of looks like a Shy Guy, but you took it out of the hood.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's like
And it just has a spine.
that's what a chain chomp looks like when you remove the skin.
Yeah, can I get my Chain Chomp boneless?
It's like those Halloween statues you can buy that are like, oh, we've made a skeleton of a spider, even
Oh,
though a
God,
spider does not
yeah.
even have fucking bones.
This
Okay.
is what they think a Chain Chomp skull looks like.
Yeah.
I did a search. There is no dry chain chomp. This is a travesty.
That's
They're
good.
all
If we
creepy
do
and
need
wet.
to later figure out whether or not chain chomp is creepy or wet, we now know the answer is wet.
You've heard of dry bones, now get ready for wet bones.
No, thank you.
You ever think about how our bones are in a perpetual state of being wet?
Which means
Now I
skeletons
do.
can't be creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
Uh-
skeletons only get creepy when you dry them out. Oh, it makes sense
Oh.
now.
Oh.
Okay.
I did.
Oh.
You know this. No
Creepy
wonder
or
they
wet
have
just
to.
keeps winning. I'm just saying. I live my life by the creepy or wet point of view, and so far it has not failed me.
I think I'm being sold on it actively, like in real time. I've gone from being unaware of it 2 image sets ago to just being a believer now.
Have you
Yeah.
never seen the creepy or wet?
I've seen it, but I've never considered it as like a life philosophy.
Yeah, like as a like a alignment scale.
Like you know how sometimes you see a thing on the internet and you go, haha, that's funny, and then you scroll on and you don't
Yeah.
realize that it's actually a foundational component to the
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
Are you chaotic wet or lawful creepy?
I'm chaotic wet.
Yeah, I would have to say that in real life I'm chaotic.
True
wet.
moist.
True moist. Alright, next one.
Oh fuck!
Lord.
Mario Bloody Corpse Creepypasta Haunted Evil Urbex.
What did the parentheses do for you? I'm very curious.
They don't really, but I think they were funny. I don't think
Okay.
they really affected. I just thought they were funny.
Thanks for not adding
yeah.
the gone sexual. I appreciate it.
I have to bring some attention to lower right and what the actual fuck?
Oh, that's,
that's-
skinless Mario.
Yeah,
Mario
he's
without a skin.
he
I mean,
shed
also-
his human form.
Yeah, left middle is naked Mario, and bottom right is skinless Mario.
I mean, center right is schnoz Mario.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like a transition where, like, in the top left, he's coming to the haunted house. He looks pretty normal. Then he's, like, slowly becoming scared. Then he takes all of his clothes off. Then he's lost his soul. Then he's, like, being possessed by a demon. Then he kind of looks normal. Then he looks horrified again. Then he's lost his skin.
Not to circle back too quickly, but I do want to point out that Creepypasta has decided that there are only two representations of the term creepypasta, bloody wall or dark, which once again reinforces creepy or wet. So
Is somebody gonna make Oth a shirt that says creepy or wet? Just
But creepy pasta, like, isn't that kind of like pasta's wet, right?
please dry my wets.
Author is just finally going to break out onto public broadcast television with their new game show, Creepy or Wet.
Ba-da-ba-da! Oh, like for Art Party 3, is that gonna be the new segment? Is like, is this image creepy or wet?
Oh my
It's
god.
like a sliding scale.
Oh my god, there is a segment there though, right? You like type in a
It
word
is,
and you put
yeah.
creepy after it or you put wet after it and you have to guess which one you wrote.
Oh lord, we're already planning party 3.
sorry.
Hey chat, I hope you're down.
Sorry.
It's happening.
Okay, God, everyone's trying really hard to make the Illuminati eye pyramid head. Wow, someone actually did it. Thank you.
Wait, what?
The power of community to create just
Oh
nightmares.
my god, yeah. Finally got
Yeah,
there.
you made it happen. Thank you so much. Thank God.
Incredible. Alright, we ready for the next one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Amogus,
Yes.
crewmate, trail cam. Yep.
Aw, it caught the butt of the middle one.
This doesn't look like an elderly Greek man at all.
I don't see a single Socrates in there.
Look, they don't even have ears, much less eyes in the ears. Disgusting.
The bottom
I'm so
middle one
disappointed.
is just the swirly eyeball from Socrates.
Oh, it's in the same orientation, too.
Yeah.
He's coming out of the trees.
I really like the middle right one, how pudgy it looks.
Yeah.
It's just vibing.
I think it
Trying to
actually
get-
does a pretty good job with lighting. Like, Dolly just seems
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
that right. Like,
I'm really
you can
impressed.
envision where the light source is, and most of them are pretty faithful to it.
I love how a lot of these seem like they're caught in, like, car headlights.
Just a crewmate running across the road in the middle of the night.
Like, hey, weren't you supposed to be doing some chores?
That's what happens when you eject the imposter. They fall to earth and just land on the highway.
You
Raised
can't
by
keep-
deer.
You can't keep introducing these domesticated crewmates into the wild. They're not prepared for it.
You can, like, because of the population explosion, you can pick up, like, a tag around every November, and, like, you can hunt at least one or two.
Oh my god.
Crewmates.
Yeah,
They're
Dolly's
edging
really
out
good at
local-
Amogus. If you try to make it generate a lukewarm Amogus, because like my game last time was about trying to not be too obvious what it was, so I had to try like 1,000 different prompts with Amogus for it to finally get one that didn't just look like it right away.
It's a very simple shape, and it does very well with very simple shapes that have like a lot of reference images for the same kind of angle.
Mm-hmm.
You can see this also with stuff like Kirby. It does really well with Kirby. Gets
Yeah,
a little confused about the eyes, but it's otherwise pretty good.
There's a reason why my icon is now double butt Kirby. Edward Hopper's double butt Kirby.
Oh my god.
Let's head on to the next one, shall we?
SCP-173
Oh, no!
and Animal Crossing.
Like, you gave it, like, one of the animals a mask that was this, and they're like, oh, I love it, I'm gonna wear it right now.
I don't even know SCP-173, or at least
That's
not offhand.
Well,
That's
it's
the
the
one
don't
that,
blink one.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you
okay.
blink at it, it will teleport to you and snap your neck instantly.
Yeah, actually, it has learned how to reproduce that pretty well, looking at a photo of it. I remember this one, by the way.
Yeah, it's the SCP. Like, as
Yeah.
Mario is the mascot for Nintendo, like, this thing is the Mario for SCPs.
It's like remarkably good at this, because, I mean, the whole body is just white, and the face looks like it's trying to capture the idea of the mask. It's doing a damn good job. Almost too good.
I just thought that, like, I should bring in something that was, like... Most of these are, like, mundane things made into creepy things. I thought I should bring in at least one creepy thing made into mundane things, especially when my whole layout is kind of a nod to SCPs.
Sure.
I respect it.
Very good. Alright, I'm hitting the next one.
Yes,
Kermit in an abandoned building caught on camera, flashlight urbex.
Look, he's gone to an abandoned building to propagate and, like, transform, and you just bust it in. It's very rude.
Why is it so good at making Kermit? Why?
Really simple stuff with, like, a lot of reference images, but,
Also very high contrast.
Well, dark, but top right Kermit doesn't look like he's doing so well.
Oh,
It looks like
God,
we're
yeah.
looking in, like, a door window. Like, one
And
of those
he's,
slots
like-
in the door, and he's hanging from the ceiling.
It kind of does, yeah.
Hello, Elmo.
His hands are behind his back, and he looks like he's hanging from the ceiling. I know it's dark, but I just have to
It's
say what I
true.
see.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights.
The bottom left,
chickens, Gonzo.
the bottom left one, it's like his head is on upside down. And he's
He's
just kind
fixing
of
it.
like...
He's fixing it.
He's like walking upside down like a Silent Hill monster. God, can you imagine Kermit just like scraping across the floor with his hands because he doesn't have any legs?
Well, that's bottom right one, yeah.
Yeah, that is like he has escaped his handler and is coming to reclaim a new one. And like once he has taken possession of your hand, like a parasite, you will become a slave to Kermit. And I'm sorry, that's just your new life now.
It's like In an Abandoned Building captured the concept of Kermit is a puppet and he will end you. He's just crawling toward you with no legs.
This is really becoming the Five Nights at Freddy's spin-off like crossover game generator
Yeah.
in a big way.
He's just coming closer. He's coming closer.
Kermit, the man-made horror beyond your comprehension here.
Oh my god. Alright. Darth Vader caught on camera night vision. I love getting Dolly to generate Darth Vader because it always nails it, because if you just put a red lightsaber in the picture, it's Darth Vader.
Oh yeah.
This is less creepy and this is more like the soldiers are watching Darth Vader go to the fridge late at night trying to sneak a snack, and they're like, man, I can't say anything, he'll force choke me.
What the fuck is he doing in there?
Did
How
you
long
watch
is he gonna
Rogue
hold
One?
the fridge open? Close
As
the
long as
fridge,
it
you're letting
takes.
all the cold air out.
Hold on, Tadali, Darth Vader holding open the fridge.
Dude,
He's
this
trying-
is completely unrealistic. He would have used the Force to get the turkey leg out of the fridge. 0 out of 10. This movie
Why?
sucks.
Why are you that guy from Venture Brothers now?
Yeah, exactly, the Venture Brothers, dude.
I'm just really good at that voice.
That's Kermit after the force choke.
I can do the other one too,
He's
but
a
he's
little
more
raspy.
annoying.
He recovered.
Oh my god.
Ooh, it's so scary! It's a ham sandwich! Ooh!
That
Where
is
are we
like
watching this?
uncanny.
Yeah.
That's disturbing.
Reverend Gumby,
Dude,
Darth
it's lore building! Just let it play out, it's going places, I'm telling you.
Oh, alright. Ghost Kirby caught on camera, parentheses, haunted. That right middle one made the set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all good, but right middle one is the set.
Oh yeah, I was really impressed when I got that one. I tried a few different variations on this, and that really knocked it out of the park.
These are all so good. Like, left middle is so distinctively blurry. And top left and top right obviously have too many eyes. I mean, can you have too many eyes? I don't know. But he seems like he has too many eyes.
The bottom left one is luring you into like a false sense of security, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just a little Kirby. Look at the little guy, and then
just
the
a
next
little guy.
frame, just whoops, slipped his bonds of the physical bonds.
The bottom right is so creepy because you can tell he's not wearing his shoes.
Actually, that is the worst thing.
He's just slinking across the floor, crawling towards you.
Why is barefoot Kirby such a fucked up concept?
Like,
Barefoot Kirby and run.
Oh god. Chat, you're scaring me.
And so maybe he has like 3 eyes because it's just a visual effect, like a Jacob's Ladder thing. Like he's shaking his face at you so fast.
like a Silent Hill nurse.
Yeah. Just kind of.
It's God. These are disturbing, genuinely.
Thank you. That's the point.
Pikachu on Ring doorbell footage creepy. Yep. I have no notes. The middle one, fantastic. Like he's just peering around a corner. Love it. Ship it. I'm good.
Bottom right Kirby is waiting for you to blink.
I really like the bottom middle because it looks like he's floating, just kind of like nervously
yeah.
through the. Oh god, the middle right one is really creepy too because it like kind of looks like a weird dog.
Mhm.
What room of your house would that Pikachu be in?
Utility room.
He's like
Not in my house.
The
that
vents?
you know of.
No, please.
He's like coming out of the bathroom.
Deeply unsettled by many of these.
You never noticed the third eye before, but in this photo, it's undeniable.
When's the last time you checked your lint trap?
Oops, scary Pikachu!
Oh no, he got trapped in the laundry again.
I would like to point out, none of these Pikachus are wet.
That's true.
That's
true.
Electricity is pretty dry.
Yeah.
To its credit, yeah.
Though the top middle one does look like a little soggy, like he got out of the dryer.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like he came in like, I wet the bed.
Hey, what's that you just switched over to?
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Let's have a
Bubsy
look at
Ghost
that.
caught on camera.
I had such a hard time with Bubsy.
God, can I tangent with a childhood story that is just flooding back to me?
Please do.
Yes.
So I was told as a child, I was very scary. So my parents were like science fiction people. We're like we watched the X-Files and Star Trek and like all this sort of good stuff. And when I was very tiny and still very bald, we lived directly across from the Bureau of Land Management facility, which always had big floodlights on, right? So there's always light streaming through my parents' window. And I was told that at one point, my childhood was almost a very brief alive time, because I had walked through the moonbeam with my bald head in the middle of the night to the foot of the bed and started whispering to my parents, and they about killed me. They thought they were getting abducted 100%.
Amazing.
Imagine having to explain that to the police. Like, I'm sorry, I thought my son was an alien.
Oh, we get that every
morning.
week.
You would have killed him too.
Yeah, look at how fucked up he looks in the light. Just look.
Horrifying.
I like the scientist-looking Bubsy, like he's transforming into Bubsy, like a Jekyll and Hyde sort of thing.
My favorite is definitely the middle right one, where he's just like you know when you see a cat in the night and their eyes do that reflective thing.
Yeah.
It stands to reason. He is a cat.
Oh, you're right. Oh god.
It also looks like he's like caught on like camera footage in your garage. Like
Yeah.
he's opening your garage.
It does look like that.
But bottom center Bubsy looks like he is milliseconds away from taking fall damage.
Which is Bubsy's natural state, to
That
be
is
fair.
that is Bubsy's state. Yeah, top middle is just him slinking. It's just that's the saddest ghost Bubsy in the world.
Can we talk about the blue Bubsy with the pink bow? Is that like a sort of like creating, like you know those like old like science like cartoons and stuff where it's like I'm creating the perfect partner through the power of science, and then it goes wrong inevitably.
That's Bubsy's aura. Actually, we're getting a look at Bubsy's aura. It's blue.
So like, this is what happens when you try to use yarn to align your chakras. You're just gonna get this.
What is a blue aura?
It probably means like very sad, like you're very sad.
That does sound like Bubsy to me.
Okay, so is it like a turquoise, a true blue, or a sky blue?
I'd say sky blue.
Sky blue? Okay, so apparently a very creative aura.
Oh.
Yeah, they tend to be highly talented speakers and singers.
They use their voice to help others, which is, so really what we're seeing below the surface and why Bubsy is such a tormented soul.
There's an empath.
Yeah, they're an empath, and they understand the damage that they've done.
Public speakers, professional singers, radio DJs, and political party leaders. So would you say that Bubsy has a lot in common with Joe Biden?
I would simply ask you what could possibly go wrong.
Oh my god.
A literal indigo child.
Alright, so that about wraps it up for SCP-D4113, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that most of you are still alive despite the psychic damage.
Deeply
I'll be leaving my light on.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
I'm glad we did this one while the sun was still up here.
Oh,
No,
for
we should have
you.
saved it for the midnight hour.
Oh yeah,
we
have
could've
it be
done
the
this one left
closing.
and leave everyone unsettled.
Yeah.
The Bubsing hour.
Just leaving you with the image of Kermit hanging from a noose as seen through a window in an abandoned building.
Look, if you fast forward the footage and then you pause it on the specific frame, you totally can see like Kermit hanging in the background. For real.
If you play Dark Side of the Moon backwards next to Author Blues' speedrun of Bubsy, I heard it totally lines up.
It totally syncs up. Alright, everyone. We're going to take a quick break, and when we're back in just a moment, we're going to enjoy our next segment.
Yay!
Yay!